My name is Shalea. I am a social worker. Some things how mental health impacts my life is, although as a social worker I cannot diagnose myself, but as I've learned more about mental health diagnoses, I could see that I probably have an undiagnosed anxiety disorder. Mental health also impacts me through my siblings and my parents. I never know when my parents call if it's going to be a good phone call or if it could potentially be a bad phone call, that I need to run home to Minnesota and something may have happened. So those are some ways that mental health has impacted my life. The way that I stay resilient is I remember the Serenity Prayer. It helps me to remember there are only so many things that are in my control, and that's okay. Not something to dwell over, not something to feel guilty about, but just to remind myself there are only certain things that you can do, and that's okay. So one thing that I wish everybody knew about mental health and suicide is that putting on a brave face does not always solve the problem. I know that everybody talks about, bucking up and, pulling yourself up by the bootstraps, but sometimes you get to a point where that you do it so much that you don't know what it's like to be free of some of those feelings. You don't know what it's like to be cathartic. You just constantly pack all of that stuff in, and you pack it all the way down that eventually things explode, and not for the good. So making sure that when you're putting on a brave face, kind of think about, why am I putting on this brave face? Is this situation appropriate, or do I actually need to be reaching out? Do I actually need to be putting those feelings out into the universe and saying, hey, I'm not okay right now, but I will be at some point soon, as long as I reach out, as long as I get educated, and as long as people know I'm not okay and I need support.